Hello, little wanderers, and happy Monday. I thought I'd give you guys an update on Monday, even though I've tried to give you guys an update every single day, but sometimes I just forget. But today I taught my first science lesson, and I am at 50% teaching today, as of today. So to start off, first thing this morning, we did a science lesson, and then not science lesson, I took up the grade 8 science review questions, and then my AT took the grade 7s into the hall and did the grade 7 science review take up. And then after we finished taking up the science review questions, I had them close their books and we played a Kahoot, which they very much enjoyed. My original plan was to give them chocolate after they finished the Kahoot, and I was going to give 2 pieces of chocolate for those who got in the top 3 and then 1 piece of chocolate for everybody else. But unfortunately, because the grade 7s came back, I didn't want to give the grade 8s the chocolate because I didn't want to deal with the grade 7s being like, why don't we get chocolate? And so I chose not to do it today, but I am planning on doing it tomorrow because I'm doing it again tomorrow for 2 other classes, and they're just straight grade 8s. So I can definitely give them chocolate tomorrow for those who get within the top 10 or top 5, top 3, and then 2 pieces of chocolate, and then everyone else gets 1 piece of chocolate. But they very much enjoyed that. And then during our middle block, we had math and literacy, and I technically was supposed to teach my literacy lesson during the middle block. But I asked my AT if she wants me to do my lesson now or if she wants me to do it after lunch, and she suggested to do it after lunch. And my lesson, although my AT said I did a great job, I felt more frazzled with this lesson. So this time around, it was teaching them activating prior knowledge and previewing a text, which I kind of was like slightly frazzled with how to preview it. But I did try to focus on grade 8s and then also focus on grade 7s. Like I kind of split it up a little bit and taught it slightly different than what I had it planned in my head, which is fine. But I definitely have areas of improvement that I can definitely work on for next time, which is fine. But I asked my AT if there was I stayed until a little bit after the bell and asked her just for general feedback again, and she said it's the same as feedback as the first lesson that was taught on the 7th, but she also said that I'm able to keep students on task and that I do a great job at doing that, and that I'm able to provide clear instructions to the students as to what they are supposed to be working on. So I told them, once you finish these pages, you can work on, because before lunch they were working on, they read chapter 3 of the Hunger Games and had to answer some questions or do some pages on that. So I said, okay, go back and answer. If you finish, work on your Hunger Games pages that you were working on before lunch. And then if you finish that, you can quiet read. A lot of them finished where it was like 20 minutes before next period, because at the end of the day today they had French. But they then just quietly read. Some of them took forever to finish. The one thing, which shouldn't really have taken them the full time, but it's fine. But I know I felt frazzled. I did go over warm up, like the warm up thing that because she asked me, and I'm like, well, I have a prompt that I can project on the board for them to like write. And she's like, great, do that. So I projected my prompt, which is what makes something or someone believable or inspirational. And then I did that until about like 1:30, and they had to answer the prompt and then read a book quietly. And then from like 1:30 to like 1:40, I want to say, I did my lesson. And then from 1:40 to about 2:10, they were responsible to do the work, which was a lot of reading for the grade 7s. The grade 8s didn't have as much reading as the grade 7s. But I still think for this lesson, I personally felt like, in my own reflection, I wrote, personally didn't feel as prepared for this lesson. Most students were able to fill out the graphic organizer and identify what they already knew. And then for next time, demonstrate how to activate prior knowledge with a sample text before the independent work. And then also maybe add a small group sharing to strengthen peer learning and connection building. But so far, I am very happy with what I did. Tomorrow I'm doing another literacy lesson, which I already have the lesson plan done, but I'm going to work on Wednesday's lesson plan, which is asking thick questions. And then I'm going to work on Thursday's lesson plan as well, because the goal is to have at least the literacy lesson plan part done before, like, today is the goal. At least Wednesdays, because tomorrow afternoon, I just want to focus on my, math lesson plan, which I'm pretty sure I have that written out. I don't even remember. No, I don't even have it that started, really. But I want to focus solely tomorrow on math, so I want to at least finish that one beforehand is the goal. So yeah, I'm going to get to work on that, and I will update you guys later. Oh, one also thing. I did also just print off the grade 8 science review answers, so I have a copy of those for tomorrow, so then I remember. And I also need to print them off anyways, because I need to put them in my book. And I am slightly confused. I'm pretty sure I have to end up printing, because I have to have 3 separate lesson plans, and you have to print out all the materials for them. So I feel like I have to print this out 3 times, but I might ask my roommate and get her opinion on if I should print it out 3 times to put it in with each of the lesson plans, or just put it in once, which I think would be smarter and waste less paper. But we shall see what she says and her feedback on that. But yeah, that is my update for you guys. Hey, hi, hello, little wanderers. It is currently Thursday, so it's been a while since I've last updated you guys, but here we are. If you hear a little fan in the background, it is my gaming PC, because I'm literally just about to play Minecraft, to be honest, because I don't have to go to Practicum tomorrow. I have a PD day, so I only have to go for like 2 hours, and then I'm free for the rest of the day. So I am going to do all of my Practicum stuff tomorrow that I have to do, which is just lesson planning for next week, which I'm pretty much ahead, because I only have to lesson plan for 2 days for literacy, and then it's lesson plans for science. But those are like super easy, because I just have to do it once and then just duplicate it 3 times for each of the science classes that I'm teaching. But I wanted to give an update as to how placement was. I don't know if I updated on Tuesday about how, I can't remember. It's been a short week, but it's felt forever long. But on Tuesday I did a science lesson to our other 2 grade 8 classes that we Rotary for, and one class, my first class, we didn't get a chance to actually do the activity that was planned. sorry, no, the first class we did get to do the activity. I lied. We were able to do the activity. However, they were absolutely feral for the Kahoot. I did the same thing for my Monday class with my grade 8s in my homeroom class, and they were completely fine. Like, they were great. We managed to get through it all, and we had lots of time to do everything. The first Rotary class, we didn't get to finish it. We had like 2 questions left, but it took forever to do the taking up the answers to the science quiz review. And then my second class, my AT had me go around to check to see if it was done, which was fine by me because it got me a chance to like learn their names. Because my homeroom class, I know their names. The Rotary classes, I do not know their names really. I know a few of them, but I don't really know the rest of their names. But it took forever to be able just to do that. And then it took forever to do the actual like review take up, and so we had like 20 minutes left, and I'm like, I'm not doing this in 20 minutes, and they don't deserve the opportunity to play a game because they've been very disrespectful and they were testing me. So like, consequences in my AT was like completely fine with that. She said that they were very much testing me and seeing what I would handle and everything, and there was one particular kid that was like testing me to no extent. He was not cooperating whatsoever, kept giggling, talking when I was trying to do it, didn't write anything down, didn't even do the review, tried to use the I wasn't aware that there was a review when everything gets posted on Google Classroom. So we were like, no. I ended up making him, and he chose to sit down at the table area that's literally right beside me, but I gave him the strict instructions that he has to write down at least the answers, because they got the answers also on Google Classroom to at least the first part of the quiz, in order like that he had before lunch. He did it, which I'm very shocked about, but he did it. But those 2 classes were very much testing me, and then I got to teach my afternoon class, which is our homeroom kids, and I felt so happy because I love those kids. Like, doing this practicum placement, I realized this morning, it has really made me realize that this is what I want to do, because it's something that I love doing. Like, I don't like waking up in the morning to go to work, but who does? But I absolutely love going and doing this and teaching them. I am not having any panic attacks. Like, I was nervous the first day to teach them, and then I was nervous the second time because the weekend had passed. But like, after that, this entire week, I have not been nervous to teach them at all. I was nervous to teach my Rotary kids, or the Rotary kids, because like, I haven't really interacted that much with them. But like, homeroom kids, I have not had a single nervousness about it whatsoever, and I absolutely love that. I love these kids. I am actually sad that next week's my last week of practicum, because I want to stay with these kids for longer, but I have to keep reminding myself that I'm seeing them again in February. And then my AT and I are going over how everything's going, so like an interim report next week. So I'm a little nervous for that, but she did say I did a great job this week, so I'm very excited to see what happens and what I'm doing, like what's gonna happen, what she has to say for feedback. And she's giving me like feedback and telling me that I'm doing a great job, and I know she would tell me if I'm not doing a great job, because she is an honest person in that kind of sense. So I'm very excited. But yeah, that is my update. Tomorrow I will probably film afterwards when I'm done all of my stuff and like when I'm working on my actual lesson plans and everything. But yeah, that is my update for you guys. I'm gonna sit back, watch some Gilmore Girls, and play some more Minecraft because I'm really in a Minecraft mood. And then I might read, and then I'm definitely gonna go to bed early-ish tonight, I think. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I will see you guys later.